everyone. Thank you so much for coming to the training. We're really excited to know that you are interested in moving to Texas, especially in Dallas. So I bet you want to be one of the Texans pretty soon here, right? We have amazing driver license. So, you're going to get one of the really beautiful driver license. My name is Phyllis. I am with Keller Williams. I'm also under a team called Tech Team. I have here with Arlen and Carl. And we just wanted to briefly introduce ourselves. Today's agenda is we're going to introduce why you should pick us as your real estate agent when you move here. Second thing is we're going to tell you about some of the cities that we have in Dallas, Texas, and see which city you really enjoy and see where you kind of wanted to go. And third thing is we're going to briefly show you the buying process. So in that way, when you come here, you kind of already knew what's going on. We know that, moving to Texas, moving across the country is not as easy. I did it maybe like 4 times. But the key is, I just want you to feel very comfortable, very enjoyable, know a little bit of everything, and have the confidence that obviously we're going to be supporting you and help you through this journey. Okay? So again, my name is Phyllis. I am originally from Malaysia. I am a Chinese. So 我会说华语。如果你需要帮忙的话，我可以就是帮你，或者是帮你太太。Coming to the state, my English wasn't really that good, so I was really determined. I went door to door, business to business, to learn how to communicate well, how to negotiate well. That's why my English is a lot better than most first generation Chinese. If anybody was ever asking me about that question, I'm a mother of 4. I have a diverse group. I have a 4, a 6, and a 20 and a 25. So all kind of challenges you're running into, I know exactly what's going on, and I know what city you need to move to. I'm also the Rookie of the Year in 2018 because obviously I was involved in a lot of people skills, and I brushed up with my sales and negotiation skills. So I know how to negotiate, and I take care of my client. That's why I was the Rookie of the Year for Keller Williams in the North region. What else? I am actually I'm actually an indoor person. I'm actually a nerd. I'm not really that people's, I'm not as much as like a people's skills and all that, but again, I'm learning that as we go. But right now I can say that I'm one of the best. So, so I think really deep, but I can also speak out and negotiate for you. I'm very patient. So again, if you don't know what you're looking for, no problem. When you come in here, I will be able to show you around the town. And I will know what you're really looking for by hearing what you want. So don't be afraid. However, if you really know exactly what you want and you love to speak your mind, I love that too. You can tell me exactly what you want, and I'm gonna be looking for them for you. And it's not personal. It's all about you. So I just want you to feel very comfortable. You can pick either one of us, whichever one that you think. But we are all the best of the best that you can always choose. Okay, Arlen, you want to tell us a little bit about you?
Yes, thank you so much, Phyllis. So yeah, working with Phyllis, I learned a lot from her. She's the best in the town. So yes, you guys, thank you for joining in our webinar. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a lot of information. You're gonna learn about the Dallas Metroplex area. What are the best place to live. And by the way, I'm Arlen Donaldson, and I'm originally from Philippines. So if you guys, if your husband is a white boy like me, and I can speak it to you in Tagalog and English, and I can explain it to you. And if you want to explain it in Tagalog, or you want to explain it English with your husband, or Tagalog is the best for you to understand. So I'm here for you and guide you with the process. I'm really fun to work with and not much serious in life, but hey, I'm serious with the business. And I love to drive in the area. And I have 2 beautiful kids, a toddler. So tell me why I'm so busy most of the time, not running around with the kids. So a lot of energy to work with, and I love Asian food, adobo, pancit, and I can tell you with a lot of Asian food here in Dallas Metroplex. Pagkain dito is masarap and hindi masyadong mainit, at maraming Maraming magagandang lugar na pwede nyong puntahan, and pwede ko kayong i-drive on the area exactly. And I really, we're really taking care of you as, you know, as our family. And not only in that one, we really love our, you know, what we do. So service first before sales. So we are here for you guys, you know, in your family, in your kids, to really guide you in the area and in the process of buying home. And hey, what's the Dallas culture is. So we're excited to connect with you guys. So Carl, he's the best in this team too. So I want you to introduce, you know, my teammate.
Hi everybody, I'm Carl Bailey. I'm a realtor at TAC Team Arlington for KW. I love working with this team. When we tell you that we are the best, we don't just say that just because we think we're the best, but our results say that we're the best. We want to be your realtors for life. We enjoy giving you what we call the Sewell experience. When you think about real estate, we want you to think about Carl, Arlene, and Phyllis, because we're the realtors out here that are going to work for you both day and night. We're going to work for you. We're going to work for your children. We're going to work for your family to make sure that you get the best experience that we can offer you. I'm married for 27 years. I've got five older children. I'm a veteran of the Marine Corps for 8 years. I was stationed at El Toro Air Base in California. I did 2 tours overseas. I love all things outdoors. I'm an avid golfer. I hunt, I fish. I do those things because it gets me out in the woods and gets me out by myself where I can think and I can just enjoy nature. I also did 20 years in corporate America in senior management, where I negotiated contracts. I love to cook. I love all kinds of food. I will eat just about anything that can't beat me across the street. So I would like to be your realtor. So pick me as your realtor, pick Arlene, pick one of us so that we can help you move to Texas. Now, when we think about moving, or when we think about Texas, we always think about Dallas, Texas. Everybody's heard of Dallas, Texas, and we remember the show Dallas, you know, but moving from one city to another can be overwhelming. That does not have to be the case for you. When we talk about relocating to the center of the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, it will allow you easy access to enjoy all the things that the Metroplex has to offer. I just want to talk to you about moving to the center of the Metroplex, whereas Arlene and Phyllis will talk to you about other areas of the Metroplex. Now, the foremost center of the Metroplex is a city called Arlington, Texas. Arlington is about 20 minutes from Dallas. It's about 15 minutes from Fort Worth. It's right in the center of the Metroplex. Arlington offers major sporting events. That's where the Cowboys are located. The Cowboy Stadium is located. The Ranger Stadium is located in Arlington, Texas. So if you're a sports buff, that's where you want to be. It has things for your children. It's got Six Flags. It got great schools in Arlington. Arlington is the middle of the Metroplex and a very, very thriving city. 20 minutes to the east is Dallas, Texas. Dallas has all kinds of amazing foods. If you're a foodie like me, man, Dallas is the place to go because you can find anything. I always say you point your nose in any direction and you can find anything that you want. You want Chinese food, you want Filipino food, you want Indian food, you want barbecue, whatever it is that you want, Dallas has that. There are no state income taxes, so if you're one of those cities like I was that had the state income tax, you don't have to worry about state income taxes in Dallas. Dallas also is home to the Mavericks. Just downtown Dallas, they've got AT&T Stadium, which is home to the Mavericks, where the Mavericks play. They're not world champions all the time, but they were once world champions, and so a very good basketball team. They're up close and personal. You can always go to find good tickets to the Mavericks game. So if that's the thing that you like, Dallas Fort Worth would be the place for you to be. It's one of the best places for recent grads to start a new career because there's all kinds of Fortune 500 companies moving to the Dallas Fort Worth Metroplex. It's because there's lots of companies, so it makes unemployment low. You're looking for a job, Dallas-Fort Worth is a place that you want to go to find a job, because again, all the major corporations are moving to the Metroplex. And then when you think about Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, you think about Fort Worth, which is only about 30 minutes away from Dallas, okay, to the west of Dallas. Fort Worth has a cultural district. They've got flower gardens. I forget what you call those things, where they got the big gardens and where you can walk through them. Botanical gardens. There you go. That's it. Thank you. The botanical gardens. They've got great steak houses. Hey, you know what? If you want to get out in the country, they even have a live cattle drive every day in Fort Worth, from the stockyards to the middle of the city. So you want to get out and you want to see some of that stuff, that stuff that you see on TV, that your kids will never ever get to see if they live in places like California or Philadelphia, where I'm from, or the Philippines. That you can go to Dallas-Fort Worth, and you can go to the Fort Worth stockyards, and you can actually see a live cattle drive, right? Wow. They've got the downtown square. They've got tons and tons of restaurants. There's festivals, there's live bands, there's anything that you want, you can find in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. It is the place to be. Low unemployment, no state taxes, lots of great food, lots of great golf, lots of great sporting events, lots of great things for your children with Six Flags and Hurricane Harbor, great schools. Dallas-Fort Worth is a place that you want to consider when you think about moving out of the rat race and moving out of the city that you're living in, and you want to relocate. You want to relocate to a place who has it all, and Dallas-Fort Worth has it all. Back to you, Arlen.
Wow, it's amazing. And you know, Carl, you make me hungry when I'm listening to all your food over here, and you make me hungry and want to go to Port right now. So by the way, I live in North Dallas area, which is for me, I really, you know, recommend. Hey Carl, I recommend Frisco. You know why? You know, like me, I have a kids. I want the kids to start in the best. You know, the best school system is here in Frisco. This is the fastest growing city in the United States. So, and also this is, you know, like 25 minutes to the airport. Either you go to North Dallas Love Field or Dallas International Airport. So we're really, really close, 25 miles away. And the school system here is really, really good, as what Carl said, you know, if sports, so you're gonna start in Frisco, okay? Because all the kids here, all the kids, you know, if your kids love soccer, baseball, basketball, you know, you're gonna start your young kids in Frisco. This is the best, you know, for the youth, for the kids to train your, you know, to raise the athletes, right? The sports. So you're gonna start in Frisco, Carl. And also, if you are, you know, one of the, I will, you know, thinking for North Dallas, Plano is the best for you. If you're, you know, for the business, this is, Plano is the best, you know, excellent for the business. A lot of big corporations here, the headquarters for Toyota, in many other, you know, big businesses in Plano. So a lot of job here, healthcare is here, and of course the city is super, you know, excellent, growing city in, you know, in North Dallas area. And but if you wanna a little bit of nature, you love nature, so I highly recommend McKinney. McKinney is the best area for, you know, it's super green city, and you know, all the museums here are here. Mature trees, you like walking into all the nature. This is the best place for you to live. And you know, it's a lot of nearby city also, like, you know, just research a little bit. Allen is really, really good. You know, the school system is, you know, it's really good. Melissa, Princeton, Purview is a lot to offer for you guys. If you do want to go to the city with the traffic, with a little bit of, you know, for Carl, yeah, you can call me, okay? So you go to the north part of Metroplex. So hey, I'm here for you guys to guide you with the process. And by the way, we're all here to guide you whichever your family needs. You know, if you're, you know, have the small kids or you will love sports. So where you are right now, you just give us call, and you know, we will drive you all the city, and it's kind of super fun to live here in North Dallas area. So back to you, Phyllis.
Yeah, I mean, she's definitely right. I mean, they're both very right. You know, this weekend I actually have somebody that's moving from Minnesota to here, and it was referred by another agent because they know that we will take care of them. We drove around. We drove to Frisco. We drove to Forney. We drove down to, you know, Arlington, Mansfield. You know, initially they thought that they're gonna wanted to live in Rowlett, which is east, right, east of Dallas. And then after that, I told them, I say, based on how I knew about you guys and everything that you talk about, let me bring you to Mansfield, Texas, and kind of look around in that neighborhood. And luckily, on the second day when we went down there, they just fall in love with the city. They realized that they actually love it more there than Forney. So then we started to, you know, another house hunting over there. And within 2 days, you know, we put a house under contract. It's his dream home, and he really enjoyed it. And he told me that, man, I really feel like I'm home. So, you know, that's what we really are doing for you. It really doesn't matter where you really like. However, you know, just like, you know, what we're just giving you some introduction about, you know, Dallas, Fort Worth, right? Frisco, McKinney, Allen area, you know, and there's also people that, you know, just came from California that I spoke with last week. You know, they're like, man, I'm tired of the city. Like, I kind of wanted to be on the water because in California, water is really expensive. And so we started to look into, you know, Little Elm, you know, Rowlett area, you know, because they're close to all the lakes, and the prices feel very reasonable compared to, you know, the home that you come from, you know, from California. So, you know, and, you know, so, and again, you know, if you're like me, I'm from, you know, Malaysia, Singapore, so it's very busy. So I decided to stay down in the burbs, right? So I live in Mansfield, you know, I have family that live in Rowlett, you know. So it's more of the burb where you get a really good price for a really good home, but it's not overly busy. However, the good news is, you know, all the basic facilities that you want is still there, and a lot of them are brand new. And one of the things for other Californians is we have boba tea here. One of my clients, one of the criteria is it has to be very close to boba tea. If not, my kids are not going to move. So everywhere that we were looking, is like, is there boba tea? And I realized that we actually have it everywhere in Dallas. And my client initially was talking about, man, I really thought that if I moved to Dallas, Texas, I have to eat a lot of barbecue and I have to eat a lot of steaks. And I'm so glad that you tell me that this place is so diverse. You know, if you want Korean food, you want, just like Carl said, Korean food, Louisiana food, you know, Mediterranean food. You know, and again, I love food and I live for boba. During COVID-19 in Singapore, my family member actually bought a dozen of them and put them in the refrigerator. How crazy is that, right? But whatever you need, we have them here. You know, we are as advanced as California, but just not as busy, and it's extremely cheap. Because I used to live in Minnesota and then Florida, California to here. When I moved from California to here, I literally have a culture shock, a price shock, actually, to be exact, because I was like, ooh, the gas is half the price. Right now it's $4. Right here, right now, is barely reaching $2. And I was like, is the gas bad? And I went to the store and I wanted to buy eggs, right? I mean, you know, we all love eggs, right? And I literally remember standing in front of the aisle and I was like, wow, $1.50? Something is wrong with this eggs. It might be expired. It might have some issues. So I brought out one of the local and say, hey, what's wrong with this eggs? It's like, what is wrong with you? This is the regular price. I was like, oh my goodness, this is amazing. My money can stretch so far. So I can always save my money, buy a big house, live like a king or a queen, and then I can save some money and go back to California or any other more expensive city to enjoy and spend. But again, man, you know, Texas, Dallas is a great place, whichever way you wanted to go. And also, I forgot to tell you, we are all quote unquote certified real estate investor. You know, we all have invest a lot of money in homes, rentals, seller financing. So again, if you're looking for buying a first home and you have a lot of leftover money, we can also help you set up your portfolio with rental property, solo financing, whatever you wanted to do, we are very experienced and very savvy. And our goal is to really help you find your dream home and help you set for life. So whatever you need, we are here for you. And now, we're going to be going over the buying process. So at least you have a little bit of highlights of what you're expecting, since I know that it is very different from state to state. And, Carl is going to start teaching you, showing you, what are the stuff. And it's going to go through Arlene. And then, I'm going to come back and close it up. Carl?
Great. I just want to talk to you a few things that we like to do with our team. I mean, most realtors do it, but our team are really experts in doing these things. And I want to go over that list of things, and then we're going to send it back to Arlene.
Yes.
One of the first things that I want to talk to you about is an inspection. We will not help you buy a home if we don't do an inspection, if we don't have it inspected. Now, there's an expense to it, there's a cost to it, but there's also an upside to it. You don't want to make the biggest investment in your life only to find out the day that you close, when you go home to turn on the air conditioner, it doesn't work. That could be $15,000 to $20,000 very easily. You don't want to find out on the first rainstorm that your roof is leaking. So we want to have all those big ticket items inspected. We want to make sure that that home is up to code electrically, with the plumbing. We want to make sure that your investment is going to serve you well. The other thing is an appraisal. We believe that the appraisal is going to show you the value in your home. Nobody wants to buy a home for $300,000 and only find out that the home is valued at $100,000. You want your home to be valued at least what you're paying for it, okay? If not more. So we want to make sure that you know the value of your home, okay? We want to help you through escrow. Escrow, if you don't know what that is, it's like a trust account, right? And it has all the checks and balances. It's an independent third party that makes sure that all the checks and balances are met. So for the lender to be satisfied, for the buyer to be satisfied, for the seller to be satisfied, we open escrow to make sure that you are protected and everything happens the way it's supposed to happen for you. You are our main priority. You are our focus. And so we're going to do the things to make sure that we take care of our clients. Our clients never have to come back to us and say, this didn't happen because you missed it. We are very meticulous. We are very picky about who we are going to work with. And so we want to work with you and make sure that we give you the best experience that can be given to a home buyer. The last thing that we want to talk about is closing, and that is the time that we get to celebrate, right? Because you get the keys to your new home. You get to join the ranks of a homeowner. If you're not already a homeowner, we want to get you out of that rent game. But closing is the happiest day of your life, right? Because now you own a piece of real estate, and nobody can take that away from you. You have reached a pinnacle in your life. Listen, everybody wants to grow up and have a great job and own a home, and we want to help you get there. This is the team that can help you get there. This is the team that can help you celebrate that close as well, right? Because we're all happy when you close, because it's a monumental thing. It's a monumental step in your life, and we want to be a part of it. Let us be a part of it. Call the number on your screen right now, and let us be a part of that celebration of you being an owner in Texas, the great state of Texas, as we like to say. Back to you, Arlen.
Oh, thank you so much. That was great information, Carl. And also, I will discuss it to you about the buying process. Here, I'll tell you that because Dallas, everything big in Dallas. So we're gonna go to the big, big items. So the first thing we're gonna do, I tell you that if you buy property in Dallas, it's really an investment for your future. Why I say that? Because like every year, 6.5% increase the value of your property. So it's like year in year, it's really investment for your future in your property here in Dallas. And also, the buying process, first we're gonna do is do the option money, which is like $200 to $300. And that one, we have 12 pages paper family contracts. That's what we use for the process, and I will explain it to you, or we will explain it to you, all the terms, the timeline, and so you know what all these paperworks are. And we also have the earnest money, which is 1 to 3% of the total price. We will give it to the title company or to the escrow, means that that money is towards the closing, towards your closing cost. So it's like as your realtor, I will not touch any paperwork or money. It's all in the escrow. So we don't use much attorney here in Dallas. We use escrow for the title. So what else I need to explain it to you guys about the process? It's gonna be, you know, we are all expert on the paperwork, on the buying process for you guys. So we will give you it's not stress-free, but all the stress is with us. You know, we're doing this every day, so you know we don't have stress doing this. We love to do this one for you, all the paperwork, so hassle-free for you. Even you're out of state, and we will process everything online, so it's super easy to sign all the paperwork, and you can call us anytime in your time. So we really love doing this, you know, this kind of paperwork. So yeah, thank you so much, and back to you, Phyllis.
Yeah, so you know, just a recap, you know, when you found the right home that you really enjoy, we are going to be talking to you about, you know, putting down an option and earnest money. Earnest money is usually 1%, is to hold it. You're going to be able to get the money back if you know, if we cancel out the contract within the option period. Option period is just a time for you to think about the house, to do the inspection, to make sure that the house is good. We usually put it in about $50 to $100 to show them. So, you know, all you have to lose is $100 if you really think that you want that house, and then later on you change your mind after the inspection was being done. And you know, after we put in the contract, you know, again, we will be talking to the listing agent to figure out you know, whether they have any offers or not, you know, how long is the day on market. We'll evaluate everything before we put in a reasonable offer. And sometime obviously we will know whether the seller really wanted to sell, or seller is very firm with the price. So, you know, that's where we will determine whether, you know, we want to negotiate on the price or sending in the full price. And obviously after, you know, the contract is being accepted, you know, then we will, you know, as a company, we will help you schedule inspection. So you don't have to do all that work. We'll give you 3 inspectors that you can choose. You will choose whichever one that you feel that, you know, will best fit your needs. And then we also will be sending a roofer and a foundation company out there to go above and beyond to ensure that everything looks good. If the foundation is not as good, we will also sending a plumbing company to go there to make sure that no plumbing issues is involved. And that is a huge thing that a lot of agents forgot to do, because a lot of time, you know, when you flush a toilet, it is flushing, but doesn't mean that all the pipes are good. So, you know, so that's one thing that you wanted to make sure that you do, whether you choose us or not. Definitely choose a very experienced realtor, because, you know, they know what to do. After, you know, the home inspection is done, usually 7 to 10 days. We usually would like to drag it in 10 days, so that way we have enough time to look into other report. Then we're going to sit down and figure out what are the major stuff that we need to do, what are the must thing that we need to negotiate, and then we're going to, you know, do a repair negotiation. After the negotiation is done, man, amen, you know, everything is pretty much done. You know, now we're going to be moving it into pending, and now it's the time for you to pack up everything that you need. You know, if you need to sell your home, we can refer you a really good agent, but technically we want to do that before you start looking for a home, right? And then just waiting for you to get ready to move here. And right before closing, you know, we will request the seller to deep clean the house. But then on top of that, if you need anything else, like a carpet change, a paint job, or anything like that, you know, we also have contractors that you can use to help you do all that. So by the time you move here, the house is ready for you to be moved in. So it's as stress-free as that, because again, you know, we are all real estate investor. We know exactly all the in and out of the home. So, you know, if you don't know anything, don't worry, you can fall on us. You know, our shoulder is pretty strong, you know, especially Carl's, and we'll be able to take care of you really, really well. And you know, and again, you know, just want you to know that, you know, we really know everything in and out. You know, personally, we have I have flipped, you know, about 20-30 homes. I have helped my client, you know, flip at least 40-50 homes. You know, we all are, you know, we have rentals too. Arlene, you have how many rentals?
Yeah, we have 5 rentals, and also, you know, we do, you know, experience and flip the house. So I have also, you know, background all about the, you know, the renovation and whatever needs for, you know, for the repairs, and all the people that you need for any repair. We have all the list of people that we use already. So we really will build the trust with them.
Yeah, and on top of that, you know, you know, we also are syndicator. We also syndicate in apartments and commercial. So, you know, we are very full, you know, full service, you know, whatever you need, right? And again, just like I said, you know, Dallas is amazing because if you want to buy a home, great. If you want to invest in a home, great. You know, we have all kind of variety for you. And at the same time, we also have vast knowledge and vast experience, and also vast network to, you know, to allow you to utilize to make sure that, you know, whatever you need, we are here for you. And again, obviously, we have tell you a lot of things already. I bet your mind is like, wow, you know, there's a lot of great information. I love it. But if there's any other information that you are missing that you don't have, don't worry. You know, one of us is going to give you a call after the training so that we can speak more about it. But again, if you have this urge, you know, just want to give us a call right now. You know, you have our phone number right down below. So you can just give us a call and say, hey, Carl, I really have a question for you. I'm a veteran. I wanted to move here. How can I qualify for a veteran loan? Right? Hey, Arlene, you know, I am looking to move, but I wanted to look into a rental property first. No problem. You know, Arlene will be able to help you. So whatever question you have, you know, just give us a call. We are only one phone call away from you. And we are only one email away from you to help you with anything you need. Okay, and also, you know, we will be emailing you an ebook, an ebook on how to be a buyer, how to buy a home. So make sure that, you know, if you have not registered, or if you have already registered, but, you know, maybe you accidentally typed the email wrong, or you want to have a better email address, you know, just re-register, give us the email information, or email us so that we can email you the ebook, so that way you know exactly what to expect, even in more detail, especially if you're a reader, to get to know that. Okay. Anything else, Arlene and Carl, you guys wanted to add?
Call us. Have I said that yet? Call us. Let us help you move cross country. It'll be worth the phone call, guys.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. We came from contribution. So we are here to guide you with the process and ready to help you and guide you. So we're excited to talk to you.
Oh, and last but not least, we are free. All our service for you is free. You do not have to pay anything. The seller actually pay us for your service. Okay? So, yes. and on top of that, we are a team. So if I'm not available, Arlene will be here. If Arlene's not available, Carl is always here. You know, Carl has a very huge shoulder that we can count on, okay? So anyway, I really enjoy you guys all being here. You know, really excited to get to know each and every single one of you. If you know any family, friends, you know, that get frustrated or confused or nervous about moving, tell them to give us a call. We will make sure that we take care of them, all right?
Yes.
All right, we'll talk to you soon.
Talk to you soon. Thank you, guys.